video content. So when making these videos, you have to think, do you want to speak in English where you really have to be politically correct? Or do you want to speak in Japanese where you can speak your mind without fear of people getting offended and clicking the report button because they don't like what you said? You see, I have that ability to switch it up. Now, of course, when you speak in Japanese, you still gotta watch what you say because some people understand Japanese. Those people who aren't Japanese, they may understand it to a certain degree. And you may have people who are fluent in Japanese and who are Japanese. So still have to watch what I say, but I feel more comfortable speaking it when I really want to speak the real truth. But I'll speak English. But I won't go too hardcore because people get offended. English speaking Americans get so offended when you speak hardcore truth. Now, this video is going to be about thugs. Thugs and drug dealers, the bad boys, the people who ruin the neighborhoods. You see, living in that environment will always be a nightmare. The only way you can truly be happy and elevate in life is to leave the hood. The haters will call you a sellout when you do that. They'll call you a sellout when you don't vote Democrat, when you vote Republican. They'll call you a sellout when you want to live in the suburbs. They'll call you a sellout based on various different things, mostly because they're jealous at that point. They're jealous of you. They don't like you because they feel like you have abandoned them. You see, why do a person want to live in a neighborhood where every day you wake up, you hear loud blasting rap music on the block? You have to wonder, why do those people do that in the first place? Why do they blast rap music of all types of music that you can be playing? You want to have your rap music early in the morning when the sun is just coming out. You want to have rap music blasting. And in the rap songs, it's always about, and it's hard to, I'm going to watch what I say on social media because you have to watch what you say, especially in English. But when it's about men and women hooking up, I'll just say that. And we know what I mean by that. They talk about that type of stuff, that intimacy in the songs, and it gets so graphic. And then a lot of the times it's about, picking up a kinju or a teppo, okay? And it's about using it to do bad things, okay? And we know what that is, okay? A kinju or a teppo, okay? Any type of buki. And it's just sad. And then another thing you have to worry about living in the hood is the moment you step out your door, there's thugs all around, standing on a corner, standing near parked cars that don't belong to them. Sometimes they're leaning against the cars. Sometimes they're actually sitting on people's cars. Another thing you have to worry about in the hood is them thugs sitting on your steps, on your property. And a lot of times they're doing illegally. A lot of times they're drinking things that they shouldn't be drinking. And they will leave filth on your property. This is the problem with living in the hood. And then if you don't fit that thug mentality, if you're not a thug yourself, if you're trying to do the right things in life, now you're a target. They're watching you. They're staring at you. They don't like you now. Because in their mind, you think you're better than them. And they don't like that at all. And they are willing to sakujo you at any time. Sakujo you at any time. Yes, they want to colos you. And see, that's the problem. This is why the hood will always be a cesspool, a failure. It will never be a thriving place. This is why a certain specific demographic is struggling to get ahead at all in comparison to others. It's because the hood breeds negativity. It breeds self-hatred. It's a breeding ground of destruction. So what's the answer? Unfortunately, the answer is to leave the hood and go to other communities, which is unfortunate that you have to do that. And you have to go there, work hard for a living, do the right things, and continuously building up other communities. And it's just one of the most saddest things ever. This is another reason why you got a lot of people becoming divestors, becoming SYSBM, becoming passport bros, and becoming swirlers. And is it a shock? It's not really a shock. It's because people don't want to replicate themselves, people that were born from the hood, because they don't want to ever be associated with anything hood ever again. Once they get out of the hood, they don't want to ever associate with anything similar to that. And they don't want to replicate that because they know that is a nightmare.